The main purpose of the Christmas party was to thank the civilians who secretly helped the squad during the year. One guest was the chief investigator for the phone company who helped them get a phone truck so it wouldn't look so suspicious if they were messing around telephone poles. They also invited the people who helped them set up a fake music company as a front for leasing phone lines to carry signals from their bugs planted about town. But no one had invited Sergeant Jerry Wooters, a busted-down refugee from the infamous Advice Unit about whom there were all sorts of rumors. Sergeant Con Keeler, the squad's stern Mr. Down-the-Line, heard that his older brother was a bookie, and that's why he was so plugged into the betting scene. Keeler was the one who discovered Jerry in a back room at their affair, separating some of their guests from their money. We had the party over on Figueroa Street, in a hotel, all invitational, and I went back into one of the rooms in this big suite, and there was a craps game going. Well, that's illegal, so I just looked in, okay? Well, okay, some of our guests are playing craps on the floor, but also playing with them was a uniformed sergeant, in uniform, with his cap on and everything, down on the floor playing craps. Well, I just closed the door and walked off. It was Jerry Wooters. We had guests there, like from Water and Power, from various places that were cooperating. Our Christmas party, it wasn't for us. It was for our contacts, not our hoodlum contacts. And goddamn, here's Wooters in full uniform, sergeant's bars, playing craps with the guys. Well, you know, god dang, to have a man in uniform, especially a supervisor, a sergeant, playing craps, which was illegal. Imagine his surprise when Jerry joined their ranks. That was the doing of their boss, Captain Hamilton. He sat on an LAPD disciplinary board that decided cases against wayward cops, including, sometime after their party, a vice officer accused of enjoying the company of prostitutes he met on the beat. The accused officer brought Wooters with him as his defense lawyer of sorts, and Jerry spun an elaborate argument on his behalf, all pure bullshit with a straight face. The panel didn't buy it, but afterward, Jerry approached Hamilton. I asked if he needed a good sergeant. In fact, the squad did. With Mickey Cohen in prison and Jack Dragna then on the ropes, the brass saw an opening to finally crush bookmaking in Los Angeles. Hamilton needed a man who knew the ins and outs of gambling and could think on his feet. Dealing with informants required a touch of bull. Hamilton said he'd see what he could do. Then Jerry waited and heard nothing, so he went to see Richard Simon, the LAPD's deputy chief in charge of administration. I was trying to get out of that goddamned uniform. He said, "What's your problem, Sergeant?" I have an offer to work intelligence, requested by the captain, but somebody up here is putting the kibosh on it. He said, I don't know that word. I said, redline. I'm being redlined. He said, that's true. That's me. It's my understanding that you've been playing footsie with the bookies. Have you investigated it? Yes. What have you found? Nothing. He got on the phone to Hamilton. He said, You still want this Wooters? That's how the squad took on the cop who headed the investigation that changed the ground rules for policing in California.